My lord, I have been summoned.
Ah, yes, my dear Cornelius. It's come to my attention that you're in somewhat of a precarious position, are you not?
Why, may I ask who relayed this news to you?
The name is of no matter, but it's deeply concerning to me, my scribe, to know that you're in such serious danger.
I appreciate your sentiment, my liege, but I am not, never will be worthy of your worry, nor your praise.
Nonsense. Consider me a friend in your hour of need.
That is an impossible request, my king, for you are so noble and mighty. I am disgraceful and weak.
Then think of this as a favor. You've proven your worth to me over the years, and I think it's time I repay that debt.
My lord, there's nothing you could ever owe me.
You are wrong, Cornelius. I owe you a great many things. The least I can do is keep you from harm. I assure you, you will be safe. Now please, I'd like to hear the story from you.
Well, if you must insist, my lord. Last night, around the 11th toll of the bell, I was merrily meandering my way back to the cottage. I was whistling, and the tune seemed to ricochet off the cobblestones and warp into another voice entirely. It scared me quite badly. And so I stopped whistling. The silence. I never heard silence so complete. And so I quickened my pace. And when I reached the end of the road and was just about to turn off the path, a man in a steel helmet jumped out of bushes and grabbed me. I threw my papers into the air and screamed, but then he clamped his hand over my mouth and dragged me into the brush. What kind of sick person would do this? And to a poor old man like me?
There are those that would, Cornelius. Now, if it's possible, may I ask you to describe the man's steel helmet? I have a dark suspicion.
Well, I do not think I will ever be able to forget such a face. It was obviously the work of a master craftsman. I've never seen much finer work in all my travels, and I've been to many places. There were horns, my lord. They were curled up like a ram, and they were used to pin me to the ground. There's nothing I could do.
Horns, you say? Are you positive this is what they were?
Yes, without doubt in my mind.
Oh, no. Continue, Cornelius. Leave nothing out.
Well, the eyes were the most frightening things about it. They were like dark pits, devoid of life and spirit. They seemed to exude darkness from their core. I could feel myself being dragged into the deep abyss, yawning from somewhere within my mind. I'm sorry for sounding crazed, my lord, but it was the most unsettling feeling, I can assure you.
Cornelius, your descriptions have left me no doubt. The Nerezza has marked you as its next victim.
The Nerezza?
The Nerezza is not threat to idly dismiss. I have lost far too many honest men to allow another to suffer the same fate. Captain!
My lord! There's something wrong.
At the moment, no, but I need you to double the guards immediately. Seal off all the gates and post sentries at all the entrances. If anything so much as moves outside this castle, you report it to me. Is that clear?
It will be done.
See to it. You're dismissed. Oh, Captain.
What exactly is the Nerezza, or who?
The Nerezza is not a matter of what, who, in this case, Cornelius, but a matter of what. The Nerezza is not a man, nor is it a creature that we can recognize or can explain.
By the gods, how can you protect me from something you barely understand yourself?
I share your fears, my friend, but until Xanarok the wizard can subdue him, we have no idea. In the meantime, you will stay here in my palace, where no man, and certainly no creature, shall dare lay harm on you.
Xanarok, the wizard? Oh, my heavens, I'm doomed.
Indeed, he's the only man alive capable of defeating such a beast as this.
Forgive me, my lord, but I do not understand. Your army, the royal army, is the most formidable fighting force in all the land. No man cannot compare.
It is easy to misunderstand, forgive my vagueness, but as I have said before, the Nerezza is not a man, but something else entirely. My knowledge of the subject is far too limited to educate you completely, but from what I understand, the Nerezza is composed of Nero.
I must admit, that is a word I have not come across.
As I thought, Nero is a special kind of magic, a black magic, the vilest of all magic. Only a handful of men have ever been able to control it. Even Xanarok does not have this power. His only hope is to combat the evilest of magic with its opposite, luce, the purest of all magic. Magic can only be fought with other magic, and the royal army is not yet trained in such tactics.
I have read many scripts, my lord, even more than your excellency has laid eyes upon. We have no records of this, I assure you.
You are keen to observe, my scribe, but some things are not meant to be observed. Some things should become safely guarded secrets. These are not the secrets of valuable treasure, but are the darkest secrets, the secrets that should remain hidden.
Bear with me, my lord, but I'm a scribe by nature, and I cannot contain myself from reporting from what you just have said. Knowledge as powerful as we know should not be contained, for as secrets, it will ruin you.
The throne is a lonely position, Cornelius. The burden of an entire people must rest on my shoulders, and I do not wish to add to my people's burdens, and in doing so, add to mine.
There's always truth in your words, Lord Eldon. You cannot ask for a greater king.
Flattery will not get you far, my friend.
Perhaps then I was being honest.
For a scribe, you do have some wit about you, I'll give you that. It's important to face your doom with a smile.
Oh, trust me, my lord. My death lays decades away, patiently waiting. I do not intend to hasten its approach.
I apologize, Cornelius. I did not mean to upset you.
Oh, how foolish of me, my lord. I've always been somewhat slow.
Don't be too harsh on yourself. Now, just aside, I do feel we should get going. Night is falling and my chambers wait.
My lord, there's no limit to my thanks.
Your thanks are all that I require.
My lord, you must get to safety. We found the sentry slain at the gates, but the gate's untouched. There is a murderer on the loose. We believe he is making a threat on your life.
He's here.
My lord, there's no time for discussion. You have to get to safety.
Do not argue, and listen to me carefully. Take the scribe and escort him personally to my chambers, and lock him in the vault, and guard the door until I arrive.
With all due respect, my lord, you cannot ask me to abandon your side. At least allow me to send for a patrol.
There's no time. Those are my orders. Now go. I will catch up.
Where is he going? It is not safe. Leave me, Captain, and protect Lord Eldon. His life alone is worth 1,000 of mine.
Orders are orders, scribe. And I'll follow mine for better or for worse. Besides, Lord Eldon is more than capable of protecting himself. He's the best swordsman in the country.
Why, your confidence is inspiring, Captain.
Why I wasn't promoted just for my natural good looks. Now, silence yourself. And try not to remove a little bit of Nerezza to our position.
Absolutely not. I shall remain silent for the remainder of our journey.
Good. Then let us make haste. I pray we do not drop the case. This way.
Ah! Oh, it's you. Into the vault. The Nerezza is advancing and will be here within a toll.
My lord, allow me to wait outside and guard you with my life, should that be the price.
Captain, that's an order I cannot give you. It's a price I can never repay. I can't ask you to do this.
You do not have to, my lord. It is the death most fitting for a soldier, to die in the last defense of his kingdom.
There is no man braver than you, Captain. You have my greatest thanks and my highest blessing. Farewell.
All this death. And for me, a man whose life is hardly worth his bread. I am truly sorry, Lord Eldon.
Cornelius, some things are not ours to influence. Some things can never be controlled, bought, or reasoned with. The Nerezza, as I have learned, is one of such things. And the captain, as we know, is another. The sway of the mind has far greater influence than the persuasion of the sword. This is a lesson I learned as a very young king. It is a lesson that all kings must learn at some point.
I understand, my lord. I should not say any more. But I
The
must...
matter is closed. Think of the captain's sacrifice as defiance, or refusal to surrender even when the dimmest of hopes is gone. Now, draw upon his strength and use it to fuel your own. We can honor the captain in this way.